Welcome to the Activations with JJ Energy update for the week of April 19th, 2021. I'm so glad that you hopped on to join me for this episode, and I look forward to presenting some ideas for you to help you with your interpretation and your intake of this energy on the planet for this week. As you know, last week we were able to connect with an emissary of the Divine Feminine who is particularly interested in the Earth. And she said she was connected to the Earth and to Gaia, and almost like it was an assignment. And her name came through as a different language that was kind of long. And as I went back to think of what it was, it did come to me, but I figured out it would be okay if I said it in a shortened way. And so Alash is the name that I am going to go ahead and identify this energy with. And I actually feel like there were some other things that didn't come through quite yet last week that I feel like we can bring through this week. So I'm not going to be very chatty before we start that particular message. I want to go ahead and just get right into what the energy has to bring through. So we'll just set that intention, take a deep breath, settle into the place where you are so that you are in a position to receive. Habulla anna ishtonalla atana ishtatalutana ishtana tatostana nabula. Abal utana na ishtunona la itana ishtulatana ishtuta. Hulana oshana la itana. Thank you so much for inviting me to impart this message for you during this time period in the planets. A time of awakening, a time of newness. I am constantly overshadowing and overseeing the different activities which are taking place on the planets, and would like to inform you that all is as it should be. The flower is blossoming in its time, is coming to a period of full opening, full awareness. Many things that were once in darkness will be brought to light. Things that were purposefully kept from those on the planet are now being revealed. For that is the agreement and the contract. In addition, there are a multitude of helpers assisting behind the scenes, more than have been helping than ever before in any other time period. They are at your beck and call. They have agreements with you to assist in the development and the growth of this planet, but they may only respond when asked for help. So we remind you to ask. In addition, I would like to remind you to return frequently to Source, to that place of knowing, to that place of comfort, to to that place of serenity, to that place of oneness. You may arrive in your mind faster than the speed of light. It need not be complicated. Many gurus on your planet have made it complicated. And that was their path. But I am here to let you know it need not be complicated. It can occur, as you would say, in the snap of a finger. And you can connect with that from whence you have come, with source energy, with love, with light. And I do encourage you to do so, dear ones. I encourage you to take that time to strengthen the cord, to remove the veil, and to remind yourself of the reality of all things. To remind yourself that this is simply a game that is being played. An adventure, you might say. A time and a place for you to grow and to learn and to expand. Prearranged and agreed upon. I also invite you to call forth those pieces of you which are wanting to reunite, which are wanting to gather, which are wanting and craving wholeness once again. For their mission is complete. Their time of separation is over. And even then, it is not real separation, but the illusion of separation. And in that illusion, much is learned, much wisdom is imparted. The illusion is beginning to fade away. And the truth of all things is beginning to come into your view.
Ashtununalla katadi inushtanalaita. Ashunalata tinushtala. Apushtanai. Katala ishtanatalu. Katala inai ushtanalai. Alai, 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 alai. Take a deep breath with me. As we integrate that message, as we possibly set the intention to notice synchronicities in our lives that will also bring us this exact same message over and over again, in order to confirm it, especially to our conscious self, which at times can be hard-headed. You will see what was transmitted today many times this week in many different ways. Let's invite those synchronicities. Let's invite a stronger connection with source energy and with love. Thank you so much for joining me for this message. As always, the divinity within me honors the divinity within you. Namaste.